I'm Cecilia Garcia Akers, and we're presenting a video today that was made in 2002 by KEDT for Justice for My People, featuring my mother, Wanda Garcia. My mother speaks about her life with my father, her struggles when coming to Corpus Christi, and the blatant segregation that existed. However, her unwavering support for my father and his work is clear in her own words, even with her own personal struggles. Her role as a wife and mother, but also my father's faithful advisor, is very apparent. I wanted all of us that knew her to remember her as she was, and to those who never met her, her place in history with my father will enlighten you of her very valuable role in his life. Please enjoy this video by Jay Sanchez.
One of my girlfriends told me that it was that she wanted to introduce somebody to me. So I went there after work, and there he was. And since then, he never let me know. He kept on coming, and he took us to picnics, driving a big ambulance of his because he was in the medical corps. We were all going together. Just my brothers, myself, our girlfriends, our boyfriends, everything. We had a lot of fun. I don't know, maybe his character, maybe because he loved to talk about things that I was interested in. Well, he was a little intimidating at the beginning because he was older, and we were all young people. But anyway, we started to like him very much. But as far as coming here and marrying him, I didn't make up my mind that sudden. You know, I had to have some time to think. But finally, I decided, yes, I will give him a chance. In fact, he left over there, and then he came back from Germany, bringing his permit, army permit for marriage. I didn't know anything about it. He said he had already got the army permit, so we were going to get married. So I didn't marry him. Well, it was. He didn't tell me anything about it really, but I noticed it myself, going in those little cities and behind. On the door of a small restaurant, say no Mexican allowed. I didn't understand why. I had never been exposed to things like that.
Did it make you angry?
Yes. Sometimes yes, because this was a free country. See, I couldn't put the two things together. We went to this cafe and with a couple, a Mexican-American couple, and they didn't want to serve them. So we had to leave. Well, he had several threats, even bombing the house and killing him. And I was afraid. I was afraid for him and for the children. Some one of us could get killed or could get hurt, or they could maybe kidnap one of my children. I was very proud of him, really, after I learned and after I saw that he was really happy to do that kind of work. And I don't think I should have stopped him or anything, because that's what he wanted to do. But he was never afraid of failing. Well, he was only a doctor at that time. I enjoyed it. Then after the GI Forum, well, he didn't do too much at the beginning. It was later, especially after that incident of the private Longoria. It was denied burial, but that's when he really started to work. And he really got into civil rights because of that. But he was just, at the beginning, he just wanted to assure the veterans admission to the veteran hospital. But then after the private Longoria case, then he started to work on civil rights. He was not really full of himself or anything. He was a very modest man. And he would befriend everybody. But he thought that he could do something. It wasn't just to get revenge or something. It was he wanted to really help people. All kinds of people, all those that were not only the Mexican Americans. He wanted to do for all minorities. He wanted the GFON to be a family organization. He wanted not only the men and the women, but also the children to belong. In fact, he organized also Junior GI Forum. And later, after the women were organized, that was in his mind. He always thought that GI Forum is a family organization. It was important because education, when a person is educated, the person becomes a better person, and the person will have more of a chance to get into good jobs and also understanding life. If you don't have education, many times you don't know things. Education will make you understand and make you a better person, I think. Many times I took the phone. It was usually one of his Secret Service and call, and they said that you wanted to speak to Dr. Hector Garcia. And so I would just call them and you go to the phone. Yes, Mr. President. He was really proud of that. But he spoke to a lot of presidents, including President Clinton. Kennedy was his favorite, I would say, yes. Because Kennedy started at a time when civil rights were not there. And he did a lot of things to help my husband's work. And my husband was counting on him to support him till the end of the fight for civil rights. And then the president was killed, and he couldn't do it. But then President Johnson took over, and they did a very good job at it. In fact, I think that's when the civil rights legislation was passed. I think when he got that medal over there, the Medal of Freedom, President Reagan, he was really, really proud.
Over the years, he has faithfully represented our government on numerous occasions overseas and domestically. Dr. Hector Garcia is a credit to his family and community and to all Americans. Through his efforts, based on a deep belief in traditional American ideals, he has made this a better country.
In fact, that's the only medal he wanted me to keep in the house, and also the certificate. He was very proud of it. He never asked him for insurance or even to pay. At times the secretaries would try to turn them down, and he would come out and say, "Let him in, he's sick." And he would see him with nothing, for nothing. He was doing that as part of his religious beliefs. He was very religious. He believed that we were all created equal, you see, and he really believed that. So he just couldn't stand seeing part of the people, especially the poor one, without any help. And he tried to help. freedom is for everybody. Everybody's equal. Everybody is entitled to a good life and to be free. That's what he liked the most. You don't find that in any other country, I don't think. Not to the point that this country has. He loved this country, really. And being an American meant to him just about what he has done. You know, to help others to achieve the American dream, you know, be able to buy a house and, you know, have a good job and retire with some money set aside. And he loved this country. He loved the flag. In fact, he has one right here. I was really impressed at the way, because he wasn't born here in the United States. But yet he loved the United States as it was his own country. And he got his citizenship, and he fought the war for 4 years of his life. He still thought that there was work to be done. He really thought so. But he knew that he had made it right. In fact, now I remember when I first came here, Mexican Americans just had 1 million jobs. I didn't meet a single doctor or lawyer, at least in Corpus Christi. I met a lawyer from San Antonio, but just about all. And now you have so many of them, and they go into the legislature, they go everywhere. I think his work did that.
Thank you for joining us today in sharing my mother Wanda's contributions to my father's life.